Go.
From the tailgate smoke to the late night post, best cash in the game.
Raiders coast to coast.
Click that play, let it roll. Silver, black in my soul, got 401. Righty to Jeff, breaking plays, taking notes, that chef. Film on loop, he's stacking stats, calling out schemes, exposing gaps. When the line holds, when it don't, he said what they scared to quote. Raiders coast to coast, that's the show I trust the most. From a bay down to that post, we ride it, we ride it. Raiders coast to coast, if you bleed that silver ghost, hit subscribe and raise a toast. We ride it, we ride it. LV, Raider 10, bring that flame. Live from the desert, loving this game. Stories from the stands, from the strip. Heart in the huddle every trip. They debated, never fake it. Caught a draft pick, celebrate it when the shield shine bright on screen. You can hear the whole fan base scream. Let's go! Let's go. Raiders coast to coast, that's the show I trust the most. From the bay down to that post, we ride it, we ride it. Raiders coast to coast, if you bleed that silver ghost, hit subscribe and raise a toast. We ride it, we ride it. The whole Coliseum to the lights where we see them YouTube on. That's the spot for the real talk, real plot forward. Rid of Jeff, LV with Rid of 10. Run it back, run it back, run it back. Play that episode again. Raiders coast to coast, it's the show I trust the most. From the bay down to that post, we ride it, we ride it. Raiders coast to coast, if you bleed that silver ghost, hit subscribe and raise a toast. We ride it, we ride it.
What is up, Raider Nation? What is going on? What's going on? You're here with myself, 401 Raider Jeff, and my esteemed co-host and colleague, Mr. Nate, LV Raider 10. What's going on, buddy? How you doing today?
What's up? What's up? What's up, everybody?
How you feeling?
Oh, I'm good. I'm good today. Feeling good.
Yeah? Okay. So today we're going to do something a little bit different. We don't have any type of script or anything, no topics, nothing along that line. So we're going to pose questions to the chat and see what your takes are, and then we'll either debate, discuss, whatever. We'll go from there. But before we get into anything, Nate, you obviously saw the news because I know you posted it in our group chat for the connection. Mm-hmm. So do you understand the whole thing behind it, correct? With the Mark Davis and the NFL voting
I believe I understand it, but a lot of people are posting things that are making me second guess myself. I know you have something prepared for the class to share, so everybody can understand it. So yes, go ahead. I'm going to give it to you.
All right. So everybody buckle in for class right now. It's going to be a short little class, but I'm going to put this in the best way I can for everybody to hopefully understand this. First and foremost, let's get this out of the way right now. This does not mean that Mark Davis is selling the team. Okay, the team, he is not leaving the organization. He's not selling the team. All right. So what this is just an approved plan for what happens if Mark Davis ever decides to one day sell the team. There has to be what they call a succession plan, in other words. Mm-hmm. Okay, because he's got no heirs. If he would have now, Mrs. Davis is gone, and obviously so is Al. Mark has no brothers, no sisters. He's got no nieces, nephews. He's got nothing. Okay, so he is sole possession of the Davis family estate, basically. So he is the sole owner of this organization. So, which that means is if he were to pass away, basically, there's no succession order who takes over the team, and then it becomes a bunch of minority owners fighting over this, and then it becomes a pain in the ass, and it just puts the team into such turmoil. So by having a succession plan, this puts ownership in order. If Mark were to sell the team, or if something were to say happen to him, the team would be in the proper hands moving forward, and there would be no issues with the team. So basically, look at it this way. All right. So you own your own home. All right. You're not going to sell it, but you decide who gets first shot if you ever do.
Right.
All right. So the name that's coming up is Egon Durban. Right now, he's a minority owner. All right. he will now be the first in line if it gets approved by the owners for this succession plan for when that day does come. Okay. So go ahead.
I wanted to ask, that name does sound familiar to me. I'm not exactly why it does sound familiar, if I'm being honest. But his name does sound familiar. I don't know if you know anything about him at all. I just did like a quick.
I don't. All I know is he is like a minority owner right now.
Uh-huh.
Good question. I should have looked him up too.
I want to say he was in discussions when the Angels were trying to sell. I think that's why I recognize his name. And then the Angels decided not to sell after all. But I think that's what I know him from.
All right, he's part of. Well, this goes on. It does say this later on in this too. He is basically the. Is he the current CEO?
Co-CEO at Silver Lake.
Co-CEO of Silver Lake Investments, Silver Lake Technology Management LLC. It's an investment firm. So with him being like a minority owner of all this, that's who's going to be set up as the succession to the Raiders if Mark Davis were to ever sell or something happens to him. He becomes the majority owner at that time. Okay. Mm-hmm. So like everybody thinks that Tom Brady's next in line. Tom Brady is not next in line. All right. He's just a minority 5% owner in all this. Things could change in the future, but right now Tom Brady would not take over if something would have happened to Mark. Or if Mark sells a team, it's not going to be Tom Brady. It's going to be this Egon Durban. That's EGON DURBAN. Okay, or Egon, not Ergon, Egon. So basically, why does this matter? This is about control. Okay, it's about the money and the future of the franchise. So again, succession plan. Okay. So basically, let's put it this way: something happens to Mark, the team's no longer in the Davis family because there's no one else. There's no one else in the Davis family to keep it.
Yeah.
It leaves the Davis family one of two ways. One, he sells the team, or two, he were to pass away for whatever reason. And that's what all this is. This is just a plan to secure the future of this organization and not leave it in turmoil. So the team is not being sold, and I've seen people put that out there or asking questions. Is he selling the team? No, that's not what this means. Okay? All this means is next guy, basically, next man up. You're now the owner. It's this guy. So that's all this is. So the Raiders are not for sale. The organization is safe right now. So have no fear, folks. Team's not going anywhere. Mm-hmm. Right? Does that answer everything? I mean, is that kind of?
Yeah, that's kind of what I thought it was. But I know a lot of people were kind of confused on the fact that, oh, does this mean that Mark Davis is going to sell or he's going to be inquiring to sell as recent? No, It doesn't mean that at all. Like you said, like you just explained, it just means that if and when something happens to Mark Davis and there's time to ready to sell, he gets first dibs on if he wants to buy it or not.
Well, it's not first dibs. He's automatically becomes the owner.
Right.
He would be the majority owner at that time. So basically, it's if Mark were to leave for whatever reason, whether it's life and death or sells the team, it's this guy that takes over.
Right.
So he's the next in line. So that's pretty much what it means. So it puts the franchise in a good position, basically, because number one, it's actually going to increase the value on the team too, to be honest with you, because that's one other thing I did read about.
It said it was going to increase the value of the franchise to like $10 billion.
$10 billion. So imagine that. You know, how much was this franchise worth when it left Oakland? What, maybe $2 billion? I think
maybe one, maybe.
When he moved to Vegas, it shot immediately almost up to $6 billion.
Yeah.
And since then, it's going up another $4 billion, basically, after this gets approved, because I can't see this not getting approved.
Yeah, no way.
The owners will vote for this, and this will be secured. And it's going to put the value at like $10 billion. It's going to be one of the most expensive sports franchises. So kudos to Mark Davis. Yeah. You know, moving the team to Vegas was a complete, total business move, smart decision. We would let's put it. We wouldn't be able to have the players or coaches that we've had in the last few years. To be honest with
Oh,
you, we wouldn't
no
be able to
way.
afford all these coaches and shit. All
Mm-mm.
those contracts, we wouldn't be able to pay
It
anybody.
would have
that kind
crippled
of
us already.
Oh God, yeah, yeah. We'd be stuck in mediocrity forever
Mm-hmm.
if we would have stayed in Oakland. So I know people don't want to hear that either, but whatever. It is what it is. So that's where we are with that, folks. So got bit of businesses out of the way. So let's check in with the chat. Let's see who we got here with us tonight. We've got Rudy. Says my Dallas Texans Cowboys are world beaters. Okay.
Okay.
What's up, Darren? Rorschach's in the house. Will's in the house. Salute, family. Just stopping by to show LV10 and Jeff some love before I start my show. Have a great show tonight. Thanks, brother.
Appreciate you.
That means I will be taking over the Raiders organization in the future. Yes, Rorschach's going to be in charge. God help us. Ja Raiders in the house. Marcus Banks, my man, is here. What's up, Marcus?
What up, Marcus Banks?
Let's see. Rorschach for Raiders president. Raider Paul's in the house. Let's hit him with this real quick. Haven't done this in a while.
Raiders.
Let's see. Where are we? Tom Brady buying the Raiders. Watch and see. He can't afford it. How's he going to pay for it?
Mm.
Rorschach taking us to the Super Bowl. Yes, sir. Brandon, get ready for the corporate Raiders. Well, it will change. That's the thing. It won't be a family business anymore, which is the sad part. But I would like to think that everything that the Raiders have embodied through the years will still stay the same. You know, like the alumni part of it, the way the team is with the fan base and everything. I hope they continue to cater to the Raider fans, and that's what it should be. Good evening, gentlemen. What's up, Money Chuck? Yes, thank you, sir. Rosetown's in the house. What's up, Rosetown? The elephant in the room. I think you guys should talk about me tonight. No one ever talks about me, even though I'm clearly in the room with them. No. Let's see. Who else is here? Tanner Jackson house. What's up, Tanner Jack? Freaking CEO of the team will be named Egon. Yeah. Egon. The only other time I've heard that name Egon was from Ghostbusters. The original one. What's up, Demented Zero? What's going on, man? Welcome in. Keep thinking of saying Rorschach from. I know I called him that the other day too. All right. So what we're gonna do tonight is pinned at the top of my channel is my channel link and Nate's LV Rated 10. So anybody that's in my channel, if you haven't already, get over to Nate's channel, hit that sub, hit the notification, give him the thumbs up for this show tonight. We need to get his number up, so we need to get people over there from my channel into his. So I've made it as easy as possible. Click the link, you jump over, you say, hi, I'm here. do your job while you're in there. Okay? So make sure you hit that up for both channels. All right. So let's see. So we're going to ask this one question, and we're going to let the chat at it. So how do you feel about the Raiders right now? What's your general feeling on everything that's going on? So,
to me, I have
what's up, John?
how do I want to put this? I have a reluctant excitement, because the reason why I say this is because we can look at all these moves that we made in free agency and we can go like, oh, this looks good, everything looks good. But most of the time, the team that wins in free agency, or is the so-called winner in free agency, doesn't normally always translate into either immediate success or Super Bowl success. Obviously, the most recent team to quote unquote win the offseason, I would probably say would be the Patriots. And they did have success this past season. Now, it's yet to be seen if they're going to have sustained success with that same model. I'm not sure. Obviously, they have pieces in place that are going to be there in the foreseeable future, like obviously at the quarterback position. They have a lot of young pieces there, but I think that we need to continue to build this team in the draft, and that's how good franchises stay good, is through the draft. We can't just look at free agency and all the moves that we made so far and be like, okay, we're good, we're done now, and we don't need to focus on, obviously we know who we're going to take at number 1 overall, but it's really those second, third, fourth round picks that if you hit, that's what gives franchises and teams continued success throughout seasons. And we've seen that, like the Philadelphia Eagles built something very good. It's starting to become a downtrend now, but they have one of the best ran front offices and best GMs, best drafting GMs in the NFL, and they continue to have success. So that's my goal for the Raiders. Obviously, we're in the beginning stages of that kind of possibility as a franchise, but in my personal opinion, I think we're on the right track. I think it started this year with it started really last year with the hiring of John Spytek. And I talked about how much I really enjoyed the professionalism of John Spytek with the whole Max Crosby situation.
Oh, yeah.
And I think that he's just going to continue to build a great team on the field. And I'm really excited to see, over the seasons, what he does with this team.
I forget, was it you that mentioned it in the show last night, or was it off of Max's podcast where he said the first person to call him after everything went down was Spytek. Spytek was on the phone with him immediately. And I guess he did. Oh, no, when he got traded, when the news came out that he was being traded, Spytek was the first one to call him, and he didn't know what to do. Right?
Yeah, and he didn't answer.
Yeah. And then when he was finally being sent away from Baltimore, one of the first ones to reach out to him was Spytek again. So that falls right in line with what you're saying about the the professionalism of Spytek and being the actual GM and doing his actual GM duty. So that kudos to him for that. He's putting the team and everything first. And in my opinion, I think he does. And I would have to say, based on what you're saying, I think you're saying the same thing too. That he's upped his game big time this year, which again, he wasn't in charge last year. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
So we asked the question, how do you feel about the Raiders right now? So we got Demented said a sigh of relief for the first time in years with a hint of disbelief. Can't argue that one.
Yeah, I get that.
I mean, the moves we've made, those alone compared to last year are like night and day. What did Jarre say? Tilly, cornerbacks ex Donkey said Raiders will win 8 games. Shock teams. Okay. You know me, I'm not putting a number on it. So
yeah, it's tough too.
If we do, that's beautiful. I'm not going to be upset. Trust me. John says, will Max be traded before the draft? I sure hope so. Any news on it? I haven't heard anything. Have you?
I doubt that happens at this point, considering that his stock just got such a big hit after everything that came out. Supposedly,
thanks, Baltimore.
Yeah, and I don't think it happens this year. Obviously, I do think it's going to have some kind of rumblings mid-season, like I said yesterday. But, of course, we're not there yet. So we'll know when the season gets going.
Moneychuck says, at this point, I'm encouraged. I think we got a good head coach. I think Rob Leonard will be aggressive on defense. Spytek will work well with Kubiak, and we're going to run my boy Genty.
I think all of that is correct.
Yeah, I can't argue any of those points. I think we're definitely going to be a run team for us.
Mm-hmm.
Do you agree with or disagree with anything you just said there?
No, I don't disagree with any of it. I think that all of that is very valid.
Well, that's going to be a first, Money Chuck. Nobody disputing what you say. Edgar Sosa is in the house. What's up, brother? How you doing? Alex is here now, too. What's up, Alex? Let's see. Charles is here. What's up, Charles? Raiders for life. Raiders for life. Raiders, LOL, like a... What?
I don't think he got his point across.
Yeah, I don't think he was able to finish it. Rorschach, in my opinion, we finally have the GM we deserve and the best in the NFL.
I sure hope so.
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't say we finally have him. I mean, we had him last year. He just was handcuffed. Couldn't do shit.
And I think that's extremely apparent now, considering the moves that he made last year. compared to this year. Obviously, Cap was a little bit different, but still.
So on 6, what's up on 6? Welcome in, my brother. He goes, what's up, Jeff and LV? Question: I think we still need a free safety. There's a kid out of Miami that's 6'2", 225. He's a beast and runs a 4.3 flat, and his name is Alvaro Martinez. Thoughts? Are you familiar with him, Nate? Do you know who that is?
I heard a little bit about him. I don't think he went to the combine though, so I'm not sure. We have numbers.
I heard he was a little overweight. I'm not sure on that. I mean, they did say he does not have any hair on his head, so he's a little bit more aerodynamic, even though he's out there. But so I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. I mean, to be honest with you, I'm thinking UDFA.
UDFA for sure.
Right? I mean, I'd take a flyer on him as an undrafted free agent. Why not?
Yep.
So somebody look up Alvaro Martinez in the chat and let me know if you find anything on him that would say that we should draft him or just bypass him. Rorschach, based on what he's done, said, in his actions. Oh, definitely. Nate, let me ask you this. And I'm going to ask the chat this too. What's your overall impression out of all the GMs that we've had? Who would you consider right now to be probably the odds-on favorite to be our best GM we've had since Al Davis passed away?
Since Al Davis passed away?
Yeah. Because we didn't have any GMs.
2011?
Yeah.
So Reggie McKenzie, obviously Spytek, and then Mayock and Coupon Tom.
Ziegler was the other one.
Ziegler, I forgot. Yeah, Ziegler is the other one. Who's after McKenzie?
Wasn't it Mayock right after that?
No, who was it? Mayock right after that? Who was Gruden's first year GM? Was that McKenzie?
Well, they got rid of Del Rio to bring Gruden in.
Oh, sorry. Yes, that's right.
Right. So yeah, so it would have been it's McKenzie, Mayock, Ziegler, Telesco, and then Spytek, right? Am I missing one somewhere on there?
That sounds right. I just wanted to make sure that was right because that doesn't sound like.
So we'll go based on those 5, unless someone else can think of another one. I don't think we missed one.
Yeah.
Who would you rate as the best out of all of those guys?
It's tough. I mean, I don't think Reggie McKenzie was that bad. I think Coupon Tom had the best single season draft, to be honest. Tom Telesco had the best single season draft. Besides, man, I can't say Mayock. I love Mike Mayock, but I just can't say him. I think just all of the moves that he made, it just doesn't make sense. Like he cannot be at the top of that list. Him for sure. I think Telesco, since he was only here for one season, I don't know if I can even put him there, but I'm not going to put him last. I think Spytek is still too new to really put him up there yet. I think after next year, I think he'll probably make his way up the board. So who does that leave? Ziegler and McKenzie? I think I might have to put actually Spytek above Ziegler. So Spytek is already in second, and then Reggie McKenzie in first.
Yeah, I think I can live with that.
Yeah.
Definitely right now, if you go based on all our past GMs, because not for nothing, McKenzie wasn't doing that bad of a job. He really wasn't. I thought he was decent for. Again, it's a position that we never held before, so we were unfamiliar with it. So nobody really knew what the true job of a GM was within the Raider organization. So yeah, I would have to agree. I would have to put McKenzie number 1 right now. And in all honesty, I got to put Spytek number 2 because of the way he's handled himself this offseason.
Yep.
Just for the way that he's handled everything, it's like he's handling it like a business. you know, but with the best interest of the team that's going to be on the field going forward. You know, he's not screwing around. He was extremely aggressive in free agency. You know, we haven't seen the likes of this aggressiveness in free agency, you know, if I can think even probably ever. You know, Al Davis's take on being aggressive was bringing in the Super Bowl MVP. You know, oh, this guy's got the MVP. Let's bring him in. And a lot of times it didn't work. You know,
Right.
So on 6 says, don't make them send in tapes. Oh, what's up, Panda? What's going on, man? Let's see. So Money Chuck says Spy Tech, no question. Panda says Spy Tech for sure. Rorschach's laughing, saying Mike Mayock. Reggie and Spy Tech. So the McKay, I mean, it's basically been about the same. Reggie, Spy Tech, Reggie. Yeah, he did. He did after that one. I don't care about my Mayock or Telesco. I mean, Telesco would be the number 3 guy as far as I'm concerned. Out of
I think so too.
Ziegler and Mayock, I think they're fighting it out for dead last. That grouping.
Yeah.
Series. You know, I had such high hopes for Mayock when they mentioned he was going to be the GM.
Me too.
After years of watching him doing the pre-draft stuff and his attention to, you know, watching these kids in college and, you know, being an analyst for these kids and his takes on things, I just thought it was going to be a good fit, and it was complete dog shit. It was horrible. So Reggie got us out as cap hell, but I hated his drafts outside of DC, Mac, and Gabe Jackson. Legend Nero. He waited till day 3 to get us players. Man. Let's see. What's up, Jason? What's going on? Watching NFL Network right now. Commanders game. Jaden Daniels rocking those RPOs. Oh, here we go.
No, if you want to watch RPOs, you got to watch the Eagles. The Eagles run the most RPOs in the NFL. Them and the Dolphins, of course. But
well, the Dolphins used to anyway. I don't know what they have now.
Not anymore, yeah.
No. Brandon, Reggie was actually good for what he had to work with. Oh, definitely. Yeah, he did. I mean, that offensive line he put together was pretty damn good during that era. So
solid.
I agree. McKenzie got my respect for sure. Then Spy, then Telesco. Yeah. Let's see. When McKenzie came in, the first thing he did was upgrade the computer systems for the scouts and the entire organization. Using paper at that point too. Oh, what's up, Kenneth? What's going on? My Houston Texans fan down there. What's up, brother? Telesco is bad because Choker fan told me he will ruin us on free agency, waste money.
Yeah, that was his big MO.
The only good thing he did was he got his. And I mean, I don't think that was that much of a reach at that point because that's what was there.
Brock,
you know, he got his Brock, JPJ, and Glaze. So I mean, not so much Glaze, but JPJ and Brock. I can't argue with that one.
Mm-hmm.
What's up, Frank? Spy Tech is more like Al than any of the other guys. I could say that much already. Mm-hmm. What's up, Daniel Barry? What's going on, my guy? Bueno has set to seek and destroy. Yeah, where is Bueno? Thought he'd be around here. Yes, he is doing the damn thing for sure. Let's see. Not trying to sell more of the team. No, he's not trying to sell more of the team. He's basically, we started the show off talking about this.
Mm-hmm.
It's just it's putting the team's ownership in succession. So if something would have happened to him, whether he sells the team or he passes away, there's a plan for the team after the fact. You know, there's no heirs. He has no family left. He's the last Davis. And that's it. Unless he has a kid between now and when he passes, but even it's still, the kid won't be able to do anything until he's of age anyway. So
right.
Yeah, Egon. He was already part of the ownership.
He was
already a part owner. So seriously, guys, question: who do you guys want as our back quarterback? I think we're going to bring in some cheap guy and just have AOC and Fernando. Thoughts? I'll let you hit that one, Nate.
I think I agree. I think we're going to bring someone in cheap. I think it's going to be a veteran guy. My I had said Kirk Cousins was my number one pick, but I think I have been swayed off of it mainly because I know how often he gets paid whenever he gets a new contract. So I don't think we're going to be in the market for Kirk Cousins. My number one guy right now is probably Flacco. He played extremely good with the spot starts that he had in Cleveland, and then last season in Cincinnati, he of course slings the ball all over the field. So I would not be against Joe Flacco coming in and probably starting some games in the beginning of the year.
He's gonna be dirt cheap too.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see what, because he's a free agent right now, right?
Yep.
Not as cheap as I thought. It'd be 5.5 mil. That's his
That's
value right now.
nothing. That's nothing.
Kirk Cousins' value is 10 mil.
Yeah.
I mean, if I got to pick between the two, now keep in mind, let's see, Flacco's 41. He'll be almost 42 by the time the season starts. Kirk Cousins is already 37. Aaron Rodgers is 42. Russell Wilson's 37. I mean, other free agents in this list, Jimmy G, Zach Wilson, Tyrod Taylor, Hendon Hooker still out there. I had a few friends in New England here that wanted us to grab him just so he could get a jersey that said Hooker. Yeah, there ain't nothing out there. Cooper Rush. It's out. Yeah, it's all crap. It's all crap. Yeah. I mean, if you have to go for the best option here, it's got to be Flacco or Cousins. Those are the only two at that point.
I think Flacco or Aaron Rodgers, depending on how much they want. Cousins and Rodgers.
Yeah. Let's see. Panda says, I want Flacco or A-Rod. I don't know if I want A-Rod, man. He's too old. And
he didn't play bad last year, though.
No, he didn't. But he still hasn't made up his mind of whether he wants to play or not. How long are you going to let that drag out? That's the other thing. You know?
But an Aaron Rodgers jersey would be so sick.
Is he still with that OF chick? I don't know. Is he still with that young chick, the blonde?
I have no clue.
Mayak was truly wasted. Oh, yeah, he was.
Yeah.
Let's see. Probably the same. Oh, he's talking about age. I see we bring in Nathan High Stakes Peterman. Where did Tua go? He went to Atlanta.
Yep.
He's with the Falcons now. So I wouldn't be surprised if he starts, to be honest with you.
You think so?
Yeah, it's a possibility. Definitely could be. Let's see. Chat, try and catch up. Breaking news: the Raiders are signing vet QB. I'm not Brucey. Refrigerator's gonna go out there play. Nobody can sack him. Let's see. What's up, Mickey and Raider? Aaron is gonna want to be the starter all season. Oh, definitely. Yeah, he's not gonna want.
Yeah,
to he's
right.
done. There's no way he's gonna want to be. He'll want to come in and compete, and it makes sense. I get it. You know. So we're going to ask the next question here. Since the season ended, I want to know yours, Nate, and I want to know the chat. What is your most unpopular Raider take that has been thrown out there by content creators, the media on the sports side? What's the most unpopular take that you've seen so far that you're like, what the fuck? Type of reaction to that you don't like?
That I don't. Okay. So I think it's a little different if you put it that way. That I personally don't like that I've seen.
What's up, Arnie?
What's up, Arnie? That's difficult because a lot of, I mean, if you follow I know a lot of everyone in here follows some kind of Raiders content creators on Instagram or, some kind of Raiders person that follows them, and they have some of the craziest I don't know where they come up with some of this shit, but they have some of the craziest shit I've ever seen. So it's kind of funny because that happens like every single week, like
Mhm.
just from random posts that I get on Instagram. Like it'll come up and like, oh, the Raiders should, I don't know, should trade the first overall pick and next year's the year after that for like, I don't know, like some quarterback or something like that, or they should go all in this year. Like we're set. We're going to the Super Bowl. It's it's crazy. A lot of people are crazy. So I would say the one that I think I dislike the most at this moment that's been going around is probably, it's tough. It might be between Fernando Mendoza is a generational talent and Derek Carr should come out of retirement. I think those are the two that I'm like, come on, dude. Let's change up the narrative for the Derek Carr thing, and then watching Fernando Mendoza being a generational talent is wow.
Um, I, all right. So in the chat, we've got Alex saying the DC coming back. What's up, Rafa? What's going on, brother?
Anything Mitchell Renz posts, I'm so dead.
That we don't need Mendoza and that he isn't a number one overall pick. Okay. Never mind. Let's see, where are we here? No. Bridge might not be on point. Oh, never mind. Okay, here we go. Worst take is Mendoza isn't first overall worthy. He's Ellie in respect of accuracy, ball placement, reading defenses, clutch plays, and football IQ. Another take he doesn't like from Frank is Mendoza as the immediate savior is unrealistic.
I think that's the one.
Yeah.
That's what I was trying to allude to.
An unpopular take from my panda says, dumbass Shannon Sharp says we will be awful. Same thing with Shady McCoy. Okay. Me can rate it anything Mitchell Renz posts. I 100% agree with that one. It will be a sad day when the Davis name is no longer Ali. True.
I can agree with that, yeah.
Especially for, people like myself that have been around this team since the mid 70s, that Davis name has been synopsis with this organization for years. Gunsmoke's here. I didn't see that. Did I miss that? Gunsmoke, if you're in the chat, man, I'm sorry, brother. Welcome in, man. I didn't see that. I just saw Panda say it.
Oh yeah, else. He is.
Okay. Let's see, what else have we got? Yeah, Dara says DC coming back. What's up, Dara? RAIDER. DC ain't coming back, guys. I saw a report. All 32 teams didn't reach out to him. Good. What's up, Michael? Jeff Deuce still on the team? Yes. Yes, he is. Let's see. Alex say, what's up, man? I'm from Jacksonville. I grew up a girl with a lot of Jaguar haters. My friend used to talk shit. He was a Raiders fan. You always talk shit about the Jags being sold, and now the Raiders are in LA. What? First, they're in Vegas, and the Raiders aren't being sold. Arnie, let's be real. Mendoza is our pick. So Clifton Harris, what's up, Clifton? Next season, Broncos 16-1. Oh, okay. Chargers 7-10, Chiefs 5-12, Raiders 0-17. Hey, we're 0-17. Guess what? We get the number one pick again.
Jeremiah Smith, here we come. I'm good with it. I'm so good with it.
Hey, Nate, just guess what? If Mendoza doesn't work out, like people say, well, if it doesn't work out, well, whatever, we tried. Well, next year now we can go for another number one quarterback. There you go.
Exactly. Arch Manning, here we come.
Because that's what everybody says. Well, I mean, if it works, it works. If it doesn't, oh, well, we got to give it a shot. Oh, that's a great mentality with the number one overall pick. Perfect. Waste the number one pick. Personally, my takes that I don't like is the basically anything that's negative towards trading out of anything. Like when Because look how fast people were happy with what we got for Max in the trade. When I've been calling for trading Max for over a year, and we finally do it, and we get 2 first rounders, and everybody's like, "Oh, look what we can do with number 14." Oh, yeah, what an amazing thing when you deal away somebody finally. You can get something that you can turn into, hopefully gold. There's no guarantee, just like there's no guarantee with the number 1. And then just the whole argument of Mendoza's the savior of the team.
Yeah.
That drives me nuts. Whatever. ALC will be a backup and sign an undrafted free agent as our 3rd string. We'll see. What's up, Hobo? We will go 17-0 for the. Don't stop that. If Mendoza isn't number 1, then Josh Allen isn't worth 2018 7th pick. Bulls traded for him, and he was 2nd late round pick, 44 TDs, 25 interceptions in college, Wyoming, mid QB. We saw how that turned out. Absolutely right, Alex. Let's see, but I'm in the middle with the Mendoza 50-50 trade or drafting. Good.
I don't know about that, John Reid. I think it's more 75-25.
Yeah, I think so too. Another one was we should that. You know what? I forgot about that one. Good thing, Money Chuck. That's the one that I probably disliked the most.
Oh, I love John Gruden, man. I don't think we should hire him in any capacity. I believe.
Well, that was just it. Everybody's like, "Oh, let's bring Gruden back." There's a chance where John Gruden might come back and coach the Raiders. No, for the love of God, let it go. That ship has sailed. Please stop. It's time to move on to new adventures. Good God. Mock sell shares of the team to the fans similar to the Packers arrangement. If you got a few million laying around, I'm sure you could.
I don't think so.
I doubt it.
That's like a weird.
That's from when the team was formed.
That's exactly.
That's different. They were a group of fans that put money in to buy the team, and it's just been that way since.
Mm-hmm.
It's different. Art's not even that great. Put his name. Yeah, I agree with that too.
He's not that great. Yeah.
Yeah. That outline is top 15 with the addition of Linderbaum, knowing Miller, JPJ are injury prone, and I wouldn't say they're top 15. Not right now. Not yet.
Yeah.
No, we still got a little ways to go. I mean, let's put it this way. We haven't even seen anything on the field. They haven't had any practices yet. They just signed the guys a week ago. So, I'm sure they're having meetings. They're probably going over plays and, getting familiar with the playbook and everything. But you can't even say that, we're a top 5 or top 10 or 15. No. As far as I'm concerned, we're still 32nd ranked offensive line until proven different. What's up, Randy Ann? What's going on, man?
Waddle passes.
Why were you worried about that?
That's so.
I wonder why. Arnie, I'll come back to your question. I'm going to tag it. O'Connell should get the start instead of bringing in another bum QB.
I can kind of agree with that. Depends.
Oh, Michael's got a question for you.
Will the Angels lose 100 games this year? No, the Angels have never lost 100 games in its franchise's history. And they're not as bad as they were 2 years ago when they lost 99 games. So, no, they will not lose 100 games.
So they haven't lost 100 games, but they've lost 99?
They lost 99 2 years ago.
I think we could say it's 100 games. That's close enough. We round up. Always round up. What's up, Chico? What's going on, my guy? Don't forget, pinned at the top of my chat is Nate's channel also. So if you haven't gone to Nate's channel yet, get over there. It's LV Rated 10. Make sure you hit that sub, hit the notification, give him the thumbs up. He's streaming this show tonight too, so make sure you guys show him the love. And if you stay there, you can watch the show from there too. Let's see, Diego Pava, undrafted free agent. I don't want Pavia, whatever. Pavia. I don't want him. Do you? I don't even want him as an undrafted.
I think there's better options.
Yeah, I think so too. Jeremiah Smith, you saw what he posted about Raiders after we did.
I didn't see that, actually.
Gino dirty. He crossed us out and don't want us. Bullshit. He doesn't want us. Bullshit of his part on that take. He took it down afterwards. That's right. Isn't he like his cousin or
It's his
something?
cousin, yeah.
Yeah. What's up, baby doll? Go Raiders. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, Nate is an Angels fan.
Yep. Oh, well, I guess you can see it that way too, but
Yeah,
right
you
there.
can see the blanket. QB Haynes King.
Yeah, I've heard of Haynes King. Is
Go ahead, I'll
that?
let you.
Oh my gosh! Hold on, let me see. I have heard of Haynes King. Texas A&M quarterback. Oh no, Georgia Tech. Sorry, Georgia Tech. He transferred from Texas A&M. Actually, I don't know a lot about this guy. I'm not going to lie. I have heard of the name before. Um, it, I don't know from where though. I mean, I guess from his Texas Tech days or Texas A&M days, but it's not ringing a bell. But Haynes King does sound familiar.
Darren with another baseball question.
Will the M's go to the World Series this year? I think they have a very good shot. I mean, being an Angels fan, obviously it's hard to say anybody in our division going to the World Series, like predicting them to go to the World Series, but they have a really good lineup up and down. I think if Cal Raleigh, has another MVP like season this year, they're definitely on track, and their pitching is absolutely insane. Um, their pitching is insane. They have probably the best pitching staff, bullpen and starters in the MLB. So, I really like the M's. They're pretty good. As an Angel fan, they've never really like scared me, but after the season they had last year, I think they definitely put their name on the map to be not messed with, because they took the Blue Jays to 7 last year, and they were a run away from making it to the World Series. So yeah.
Randy says nothing against the Raiders, but do you guys seriously see Mendoza as a franchise QB? Another
No.
Joe Burrow, or Josh Allen, or Bo Nix? Don't think so.
I don't. I don't either.
I don't either. I think it's just that mystique of shiny object. We get the number 1 pick. He's the only quarterback. We got to take him. Take the quarterback. Got to take him. Take the quarterback. That's what it is.
Agree.
Because again, he's not the consensus number 1 overall best player available at number 1. I'm sorry. He is for us because we need a quarterback. If we didn't need a quarterback, would we have grabbed him anyway? No. Gino went back to where he started. Yes, he did. Thank God. Darren said, Darren must be a Mariners fan. He says
He said he was from Seattle, I think yesterday or 2 days ago.
Mendoza's the kind of QB that will give you a little stability for at least 8 years, probably playoff appearance and little wins. If he doesn't win us a Super Bowl, then fuck him. It's a wasted pick. So the Falcons have 2 injury-prone QBs, Penix and Tua. Yeah,
two injury-prone left-handed quarterbacks. It's so funny.
The good thing for Tua, he's playing in the dome now, so wind won't give him a concussion. So that's one option to him not getting a concussion from a heavy gust of wind in the stadium. So that's a bonus.
Mm-hmm.
Just don't land on the field. Haynes King is interesting prospect as an undrafted free agent to develop to be a backup AOC with major mobility.
Nice.
Is he available this year? He's coming out this year?
This year, yeah.
We're going to take Mendoza.
We're going to take him, yeah.
First of all, if we don't, NFL, you're going to hear a giant throughout the NFL world. And if we don't take him from probably about 3/4 of Raid Nation, you're going to hear, what the fuck? Yeah, you're going to hear the screaming and yelling. And then 5 of us that are going to be at the draft go, yeah! Is it the part of him not playing on the center that concerns y'all? Yeah, Nate.
I think it is for me. I think that's why we need to bring in another quarterback, especially at a veteran that has run under center a majority of his career, like Joe Flacco and Aaron Rodgers. Because if you know how different it is playing under center and from shotgun, it's a completely different game as far as reading the defense and understanding, especially in the play action game. You completely turn your back to the defense, and then you look at something brand new once everything has shifted. So it's really hard to do. I don't think it's impossible. Obviously, we have seen quarterbacks do it before, so it's not impossible. To me, it's just, will his athletic ability be enough for the NFL? I don't think he's going to be bad. I don't think he's going to be, a terrible quarterback, but the NFL is a different game compared to collegiate football. Good players in collegiate football don't work out in the NFL constantly. So that's why it's that much more appealing when you get somebody that is uber athletic, because they know that it's going to translate into the NFL athletically wise. Obviously, that's not the entire game. That's why people like Tom Brady make it, and obviously people that are more cerebral. So we're hoping, obviously, Mendoza can be that quarterback who can just pick apart defenses. I think it's going to be tough to expect that from him immediately, which I know a lot of people are doing. And a lot of people are going to be disappointed. So I think that it's going to take some time. Like I said, I don't think he's going to be a bad quarterback. It's really dependent on how the Raiders build the team around him. It's going to be the determining factor on how good he's going to be as an NFL quarterback.
Point well taken. So this is the question from Ani from earlier that I pinned. He goes, who is your favorite player in the NFL draft? And who would you draft from USC? I'm going to let you answer the USC one, because that's your school. That's the one you watch and know the ins and out of. As far as my favorite player in this draft, I don't know. I just want to see us grab a nose tackle, and if it's McDonald or if it's Hunter, I'm fine with either one of them. That would be my favorite. That's who I hope we end up with. But I'll go ahead. I'll let you answer your question.
It's tough. In all honesty, it might be one and the same person here, and it's Makai Lemon. I don't know if he's my favorite player in this draft because he's from USC, but that makes the USC question a lot easier to answer. So definitely Makai Lemon, but honestly, all the guys from SC coming out this year, I would not mind taking. Jacoby Lane, Kamari Ramsey. Those are all very good guys coming into the league this season. And I always I always remember to watch the guys that came out of USC, and a lot of them as of recent years have been very decent in the NFL. So I don't think you can go wrong.
So Randy says, if the Raiders take Mendoza this year, who do they take at first pick next year? Oh, who knows? Can't answer that one right now, man.
Ryan Williams.
Yeah, I mean, we have to wait and see what our immediate need is comes next year. I don't even want to get. We don't even know who's coming out next year.
Yeah, exactly.
A year from now, I'll ask that, Randy. Come back a year from now. Randy, I know you haven't gone over to Nate's channel. Get your ass over to LV Rated 10s, and you hit that sub. That's a direct order, you Canadian.
A direct order.
Mendoza didn't show him taking over any game, especially from the college national championships game.
And I completely agree.
Yeah. James Firpo's in the house. What's up, Firpo? Let's see. John Rader's got a question. Let's say we don't sign a QB at all. Does this mean we're going QB number one pick? Of course it does. We're not going to bring in anyone else, and we're going to go into the season with just AOC 12 and no other quarterback.
Yeah, that doesn't really make sense. In my opinion, I think we go quarterback number one no matter what. I think it's basically solidified it's going to be Mendoza, but yeah.
I see us taking Mendoza, and if we draft another one, if not, I see we bring in another an undrafted free agent QB.
Yeah, I can see that too.
We got to have three. We have to have three. Because who else are you going to have on this roster that's an emergency stop quarterback? You got nobody right now.
Mm-hmm.
You know? you had that with Jacoby, at least in an emergency situation. You could put him out there, Jacoby Myers. But what's up, Anthony? What's going on? Arnie, with another question. In my opinion, we need to replace Tyree Wilson, Palomal, Glaze. Who in the draft would you replace them with? So Tyree's going to be, I think Tyree's going to be odd man out here with this current defense. Because now with Quiddy coming here, Max back,
Mm-hmm.
and Tyree not nowhere near as good as Snowden or Coons. I wouldn't be surprised if Tyree's cut. I know he's still on a rookie contract, but I mean, what are we doing with him? Why we got him taking up a roster spot?
Tyree?
Yeah, seriously.
Because we got to give my picture some value, Jeff. That's why.
Oh, the one hanging up behind you?
Yeah. This one, or I wish this picture had value still too.
Oh, Debo?
Tebow.
As far as Palomar, I don't know.
Kamari Ramsey.
I'm sorry, but I'm not done with Glaze yet. I'm chalking last year up as a one-off because of the coaching and them messing with him and JPJ's head. Because let's face it, neither one of them played that well. So why are we so turned off on Glaze but not on JPJ? You know, if we're turned off, we should be turned off on both of them. You know, granted, yes, I know Glaze showed a lot less ability out there last year. He was getting beat like crazy. He gave up a ton of sacks. I'm not done with Glaze. I'm not throwing in the towel on that kid yet. I think he's still got value, and I wouldn't be looking to replace him. I want to bring depth in, let him earn that spot, you know, in practice with competition for a right tackle, or if we have to, we move him inside. You know, I don't know. You'd be better to answer that one. I don't know enough about what we would or possibly replace with.
I have to look at the safeties that are predicted to go around like threes. I can't really name one off the top of my head if I'm going to be honest. I think there's one out of Tennessee that, if I'm thinking correctly, that's ranked around that I can't. Like I said, I right now I have to look. Maybe it's the corner that I'm thinking of. But we want a safety. I mean, Kamari Ramsey, like I said earlier, the guy out of SC, but
Money Check said outside of Mendoza, it's Ichinor is his favorite. I wouldn't mind him either, trust me. But
yeah,
would have been nice if we saw the 14th pick. Thanks, Baltimore. What do you think about Denzel Boston?
I like Denzel Boston.
2 times in my mocks.
Yep. I like Denzel Boston. I honestly, though, I would rather have Jacoby Lane. I think he does everything that Denzel Boston does, just a little bit better, and he's not going to be as higher value. I think Denzel Boston goes before 36 in the second round. Jacoby Lane probably will fall past 36, but Jacoby Lane is as tall or taller, actually. Let me see. Denzel Boston is 6'4". Jacoby Lane is 6'5". The thing with Denzel Boston is I think that he needs to get a little bit better separation. But besides that, I think he's a very, very good wide receiver.
Money Chuck says, how does Mendoza take over a game when he's slapping the shit out of them early and built a substantial lead most of the time? Through a heavy running game? I don't know how to address that. What's up, Silos? What position should we draft at rounds 2 and 3? That's a good question. Nate, what's your take on 2 and 3? You know what mine is, but I will say it after you're done.
I do think since we adjusted yesterday, what we thought at number 2, I think 2 and 3 should be the picks that we said. and we both said defensive line, interior defensive line, and wide receiver.
Yeah.
And I think either way, if you go at those two positions at 2 and 3, would be correct to do so. I honestly would probably go interior defensive line first. As much as I love, the wide receiver position, I think I would probably go interior defensive line first, especially if Lee Hunter is there. I really like him. And then number 3, you can still get like Zach Branch, and that's not a bad trade off in my opinion at all.
No, it's not.
So to get Lee and then Branch in the third, I that's exactly. But either way you do it, I think you still go D line and then wide receiver.
Yeah, and that's exactly what we both said last night.
Yeah.
I want that nose tackle at position 2. I mean, round 2, without a doubt. If it's Hunter, if it's McDonald, because I think it's going to be either one of those two. If it's not Hunter, then I guarantee McDonald's probably going to be there too. Mm-hmm. So either one. At pick 36, I think we're good. We got a good shot of getting either one of them. And we need that guy up front. That's our biggest need on defense, I think. Mm-hmm. We can still get a corner a little bit later on. Again, I've said this I don't know how many times. We don't need superstar corners back there, especially if we got a formidable front. That's getting in the quarterback's face and throwing them off his rhythm. Receivers aren't having time to let the play develop. That's just the way to go. And I think wide receiver in the third, if not wide receiver, corner.
I like corner.
I think we need to shore up that defense. Let's put our money on the defense right now too. We can get an offensive lineman a little bit later. I'm not as high on offensive line this time as I was last year.
Right.
I'm putting a lot of stock in the coach. That's the thing. I'm putting a lot of stock in Dennison coming in and helping change this shit. And I think he's going to be able to do it. Mm-hmm. So I think he's the guy that's in the right place at the right time right now with a young nucleus of offensive linemen, minus, obviously, Colton Miller. But he's a seasoned veteran. I'm not as nervous about the offensive line. Do they still need work? Oh, hell yeah. Yeah. There's 2 guys that got mentally prepared again, and that's JPJ and Glaze. They got to get their heads readjusted. And that coach can do that. At least I think. Let's see. John Raider said, I saw something from Dan ESPN that Raiders should draft Ty Simpson #1 pick. Yeah, that's a big reach. 805 would agree with that 100% because he thinks he's better than Mendoza. And I would be all for that because that means we trade out of the #1, and that means we've got 2 first-round picks this round. This
I mean, to be honest, that kind of sounds pretty good.
Because guess what? If we move from 1 to, say, 2 or 3, then you can go and get a guy like Caleb Downs. You can go and get a Sonny Styles. Mm-hmm. You can get Reese. You can do whatever you want at that point. You still could do whatever you want with #1. You don't have to take the quarterback. You could take the best athletic player available at #1, whatever that may be. So. But if you have 2 first-round picks, you could easily, especially if one of them, like, say, the Jets is the 16th, or even if it's number 20, Simpson's probably going to be there later in the first round. I don't think he falls into the second. The Steelers will grab him. If we're ahead of the Steelers, we're good if we wanted to do that. If the Steelers are picking before us, the Steelers are going to take him. I'm telling you, they're going to take him. Let's see. Bud Clark, Genesis, Smith, good safeties.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
I like Genesis Smith, and you can get him late too.
So Frank says anchor the D line, absolutely. Christian Miller second, Branch third. Let's see. Arnie, with the additions of Buford and Linderbaum, what is the confidence level in our offensive line? I think I kind of just answered that.
Yeah.
Burford, he's a depth piece. I mean, he probably will be in competition for the starting spot would be my take on that. But he's not like, I'm not sitting here going, oh my God, we got this guy. We're going to be great now. He's serviceable. Let's put it that way. I mean, will he compete? Yeah. And Linderbaum is just an immediate boost to the offensive line for sure. Let's see. What's up, JM? BB. Simpson would be Kenny Pickett 2.0 for the Steelers. Nothing sexy about the guy's game. I mean, I'm not sexy, you know. I can get it done. Mendoza is a top 10 ranked. Simpson is a second round talent that will fail because Alabama curse, only stable Hall of Fame.
My question is, if we do trade out of the number 1 pick, does Mendoza still end up falling? Say we go to hypothetically like 3.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the Jets, of course, is very possible to take him considering all their quarterback woes as of recent. But if they're not swayed on him being it, like, could he still possibly be, fall to the 3rd overall pick?
That's a good question. So you're saying if we move on to the first pick, right? But who are we moving out with first? So do the Jets still give me?
I just said Jets, hypothetically 3rd.
So all right, so moving out to the number 3 would be Arizona. So I'm going to accept it. They take Mendoza.
They take Mendoza immediately. See, yeah.
And Carnell goes to the Jets based on what I just did for the hell.
Number 2 overall.
Yeah. And that still leaves us Reese, Bain, Bailey, Styles, Caleb Downs, Muaga, Tyson, Lomo. I mean, it leaves us a shit ton of options. But, so I got the next question up here. Basically, let's hit the shit. What did I do? Let's hit the full screen and I can't exit out of it. There it is. Okay.
Yeah, I think so too, Arnie.
What was that?
I agree with Arnie. If we move, like, whoever the team that we move with, they move up to 1, they'll probably pick Mendoza.
Not Leo's in the house. What's up, Leo?
No, I've seen all of his comments already. It's okay. You don't have to read them.
Ooh, Leo's, yeah. Middle kids, yeah. All right. So question number 3. You're the GM. All right. So you get one move and one move only from now until the draft. What are you doing? You answer it, and at the same time, I want the chat to answer this too. So you're the GM. You get one move between now and the draft. What are you doing? It could be anything. It could be picking up a player. It could be trading draft picks. You name it. Tell me what you're doing.
That's a tough one. Because as much as I really want to say, move off of the number 1 overall pick, it doesn't make a ton of sense, in the trajectory of where we're moving. Man, that's a tough one. I think I still would have to do it though. I would still have to move off of the number 1. I think it just expedites our rebuild that much faster. That's so funny. But I mean, if you move off the number 1 and you get extra first in the future drafts, I think that just makes like it sounds good in theory, but because we signed so many free agents that is basically signaling like we want to win as fast as possible, considering their contract situations are only 3 years as well. I think we have to pick Mendoza number 1 overall. We have to get the quarterback situation, at least taken care of, in our minds taken care of, quote unquote. So like I said, I think as much as I want to move off of the first overall pick, I don't think we do. But to me, it would be some kind of trade. It would have to be a trade to bring in Probably a number 1 wide receiver.
So you're
I know,
talking about trading with another team.
yeah,
Okay. So you're trade. So your one move between now and the draft is to trade with another team to bring in a number 1 wide receiver. Okay.
yes.
Hey, Bronco 444, come back on my channel tomorrow night. I host a show on Friday nights where it's
So
open to
only
all
chance to
NFL
win.
fans. So come in on Friday night, talk your shit about the Broncos. I do a live phone calls, so you can call in live. The phone number is right at the bottom underneath my name. Hope the band is up. Right there. 401-830-9189. Call in and talk about your team. So we're not going to kick you. So whatever. It is what it is. Let's find out how much of an average Bronco fan you probably are. Arnie says trade Tyree Wilson.
I don't think we'd get very much back from it.
John Raider says, if I was GM, I'll trade with the Browns 6, 24 in next year's first round pick. So Arnie's trading out of the number 1. I mean, John Raider. Okay.
Really?
Anthony, if I'm the GM, I'm moving the team back to Oakland. Well, you better leave the coach behind, all the coaches. You better leave Max behind and some of the other guys that we're not going to be able to afford anymore because of signing bonuses and guarantees. And the team's going to be rock poor again, so dirt poor. So you can go back to Oakland, but the team ain't going to be worse shit. They're going to be worse than what they were when they were there. But I get it. It's your move, your decision. That's cool. Right. Browns are going to be worse than the Jets. Oh,
I agree.
Oh, he says Tyree for a 3rd rounder.
That's way too much for Tyree.
Right. Yes, our new kicker is, yes, that's his name. California have taxes, we'd be poor. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. His team would be worth shit.
I seen that Sam Darnold, for playing in the Super Bowl, had to pay more taxes for just playing in the Super Bowl than he got paid to play in the Super Bowl.
Really?
Yeah.
That's nuts.
Yeah,
That is
that's
nuts.
insane.
That is crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy.
Because he went like days earlier to prepare, like for longer, and California taxed the fuck out of it.
That's insane. What would be my move? I don't even know the answer to my own question.
Nice.
I get one move. What am I doing?
Trading Max again?
No. No, at this point, I'm going to keep him at this point. I mean, realistically, I would have been like, hey, come on, you need to restructure your deal. Put some cap money. If you love being back here so much, then that's what you should do. But one move. What do I want to do? Man, that's a tough one. Do I want to bring in a veteran quarterback? I would. You know what? My one move. I'm reaching out to Flacco. See what's the absolute bare minimum. What's the absolute bare minimum we can get him to come in here and get him on board right away? Because it's going to help 2 people here. It's going to help Mendoza. It's going to help AOC 12. It's going to make AOC 12 a better backup too, I think.
Yeah.
You know, we're not going to be getting rid of AOC 12 anytime soon. You know, he's still got another year beyond this for his rookie. Well, no, he's got one more year after this year, right? This is his 3rd year? No, 4th year?
This would be his 4th, I believe.
I think this is his last year then, isn't it? I think it is.
Yeah, Alex said that it was his last year.
Yep, it is. Okay. Oh. Yeah, I mean, I would still bring in an older quarterback. With the intent that he's not going to start the entire season, but if it's going to help Mendoza, it's going to be cheaper than Kirk Cousins. I don't want Kirk Cousins.
Yeah.
Kirk Cousins still thinks he can come in and start, and same thing with Aaron Rodgers. Flacco, I think, will be the understanding that he knows he's not going to be the guy for the entire season. He may start the season off as the starter, possibly. Who knows? But I think that's what I would do with my one move between now and the draft. Let's see. Nobody else has really answered this other than Arnie, Jarita, AO. So I guess we'll move on to the next one then. Next question. What do we still think is the biggest problem with this team right now? You gotta put your pulse on the finger of this team. What or the pulse on the problem with this team still? What's the number one problem with this team in this moment?
Interesting. I think the biggest issue with this team right now is just that's tough. Let me think. I would say right now, since we're such a new team, I think it has to be consistency. We have to first prove that we can be a winning team and franchise, and then two is to make sure to keep that consistent. I think management has been put in place to help guide us that way, but I think that we obviously have to put it out on the field now. I think once we put it out on the field, it's gonna look good, and I just wanted to be consistent throughout the seasons. So I think that's probably the biggest issue as of right now, because we can say all of these moves look good on paper, but they need to come to really reap the benefits on the field.
So Demetrius says management has always been the problem when you let players take the team hostage and taking too many chances on first-time tries. What's up, Desert Raider? He says, I think you mean culture. Frank says leadership. I think still the biggest problem is attracting the fans back to this team. But I think we're making that move by doing what we've done. There's been a spiked interest in this team again with the moves that we've made. So that could start to change things. I mean, let's face it, the chances of us selling out or blacking out the stadium, it's just not going to happen. Not where we are. Not in that location.
It's going to be tough, yeah.
Yeah, we'll never fully, not for every game. There's some games where we'll have absolute dominance in the stands, but then there's going to be games where, I mean, look at the Cowboys when they came into town. I mean, that stadium was jam-packed with Cowboys fans. Some teams travel extremely well.
Yeah.
And it's not even the travel sometimes. It's the popularity of the team. The Cowboys are such a, nationwide or fucking actually global, franchise, basically. I mean, there's followers for them. There's followers for teams everywhere, but there's some that just have a bigger following. And the Cowboys have always been that way since the 70s. Just like the Steelers, the Raiders have a huge following from that era. Nobody follows the Broncos, so we don't have to worry about them. The Chargers can't even get their own fans in their own damn stadium.
Yeah, exactly. I'm pretty sure I know all the Charger fans by name.
Yeah, they probably live like next door to you too, and then that's about it. So I think it's so that would kind of part of the culture, I guess. That changing of the atmosphere of the team itself. I know Leo brought up the whole commitment to excellence thing, and I'd said this a couple of months ago that I want to see this team get back to that. Those are sayings that we haven't used in a long time. commitment to
Yeah.
excellence, just win, baby. Are we on that path now? Possibly. We'll see what happens. I think so far the commitment to excellence has got a little bit of a ring to it again because of some of the moves we've made. We're striving to better this team. The just win, baby. Well, obviously that's going to come with us winning games. And when that starts, that'll stop being popular again. But right now, those are two sayings that were synopsis with this team that don't have that same meaning like it did 20, 30 years ago. So let's see. Where are we with this? Let's see. Jari says, I want Kubiak not to feel forced to draft Mendoza. Let him pick. Let him decide what to do. True. Chemistry and leadership. Yep. Jeff and Nate, winning cures all. Win and fans will show up. Oh, absolutely.
Agreed.
Kubiak is only here because of Mendoza. Kubiak is here because of Bowers. We'll that more than the Mendoza because Bowers is already here. Bowers is already a thing. Mendoza, we don't know what we got with him yet. It's true. You got in a commodity in Bowers. You've seen it. You saw what he did as rookie. You saw what he did with just a fraction of the season last year. And in his offense, I think Bowers is going to explode. I want more touchdowns. I want to see the difference with him this year. I want to see him in the red zone, in the end zone more. That's what I want. I want 10 plus TDs from him. That's where I'm seeing this. Let's see. Will we win this season home opener with Mendoza, and especially if he wins a few games? We'll see, Mohican. That's even if he's the starter by the home opener. There's no telling that either. Let's see. If Kubiak made Sam Donald look good, he will be fine with Mendoza. What's your take on that? Do you agree, disagree?
That's what I've been saying. That's why I think we bring in Clint Kubiak. I think Mendoza and Sam Darnold's talent levels are completely different from, coming into the draft. But I do think that Clint Kubiak is going to make his offense be more molded to what Mendoza does well. So it's going to be interesting to see how his offense develops and kind of conforms to what Mendoza does well, differing from what he did in Seattle last year with Sam Darnold.
Okay. Makes sense. Let's see. Jari says, I can't wait for Bowers to make history and break records. Absolutely. Will to win should always exist. Yes. We just haven't had the talent to win. That's the problem. Or the coaching. I think we're turning that corner now. Also want these players to get a ring before they leave us. I want to see us win another Super Bowl before I freaking die. That's what I'm waiting for. There's some of us that have been alive longer than, they've been alive for so long that, we've seen the last Super Bowl win and haven't seen crap since. All right. Here. All right. So we'll do some rapid fire questions. So let's ask this. So this is going to pertain to the draft. That first question: trade or stay. So number one pick: trade or stay? Stay with it.
I'm gonna have
to chime in. Huh?
Stay.
You're staying with it. You're not trading it.
No, I think I'm going to stay.
Really? Seriously? You're not trading?
Mm-mm.
I don't want Mendoza, but I'm going to stick with the pick and force myself to take him?
Basically. That's kind of
shiny
it.
There's a shiny offer. Hey, look, there's a shiny offer hanging here. Just sign the paper and it's yours.
It depends what the offer is. If the offer is too good to pass up, I'm taking it all day. But I think the Raiders.
Oh, what's up, Anthony? What's up, man?
What's up, Anthony?
The shocker, Money Chuck said stay. I knew you. Stay, mic dropped. Oh boy. Come on, chat. What do you got? Stay or trade the number one pick? What are we doing? Nobody's gonna hurt you if you say trade. If you've been wanting to say trade but been afraid because people are gonna make fun of you, fucking say it. Who cares? Rip the Band-Aid off. Do good, Anthony. Anthony, let me ask you. See, seeing as though you just came in, I'm gonna ask you this first rapid fire question. You trading away the first pick or you keeping it? So trade or stay? What are you doing? What do you want to do?
Stay.
All right. Dementis says stay. Frank says, I want to win for the young fans that have been loyal but have never tasted the fruit. I agree. Anthony says stay. Okay. I say trade. I'm only saying trade because no one else said fucking trade. Everybody else said stay, so I'm trading it. People want to trade, have Jamarcus Russell syndrome. We need a QB, and Mendoza is a good one. Ah, see, he said a good one, not
The best ever.
the best ever, as some say. All right, Desert Raider, I get you. He's teetering on the edge. We could push him off to the trade side of it, I'm sure. I'm just glad. I mean, we should all be glad Gruden ain't drafting because he will reach, and I'll have to replace my TV for the 25th time. Now Frank's saying trade. All right, Frank.
Nice. There you go.
I knew I'd get obvious. All right. The next question in the draft: offense, defense. What's the biggest need right now?
I think we've addressed defense mostly, so I'm going to go offense.
So you think priority needs to be on the offensive side now?
I think so.
Oh, John Raider says trade. That's my guy. If we stay, who he learned under, heard a rumor. No. That was Anthony, if you were here earlier, we asked the question, what's one of your most unpopular takes, Raider takes this season? And a lot of people were saying the DC rumor coming back. John Raider says defensive tackle. What's your trust level in this team?
What is my trust level on this team? I don't know. I think that's yet to be determined. I think we can, like I've been saying, we can look at these free agency signings. We can see all these moves that we made. We can see what happens in the draft, and we can still be completely wrong, either good or badly. We really have no idea what this team is going to be like until they step on the field, or at least, for preseason to kind of really gauge. But as of right now, my trust level has to probably be around, out of 10, probably like a 5. I'm gonna say 6, mainly because I'm just like a little bit more of an optimistic person. So I'm gonna say 6, but of course I'm still skeptical because I want to see it like happen. And last season I made a fool of myself saying we're gonna get fucking 11, 12 wins, and so I don't want to run into that problem again.
Well, we talked about it last night. I was in the 8 to 9 win category, and then our Thursday night show after the schedule came out, and we went through it, you and I, and I was like, "How the hell did I come up with 11 at the end of that?" I'm like, "What the fuck?"
Right,
you
exactly.
did too. I'm like, man, it's just delusional. Told you, I'm not biting that apple this year, man. I'm not putting numbers. I'm not suggesting we're winning or losing this game. I'll let you know after the game's over and what the score is, whether we won or lost. So that's the way I'm going to do it. I'm not going out on a limb saying we're going to win 8 games. Nope, not getting me this year.
Not getting me this year.
Nope. Dementor said trust in this team is 0. I wouldn't say it's 0 for me, but it's they're earning it back. Let's put it that way. Last year I was not embarrassed to be a Raiders fan, but I was embarrassed by the product on the field.
Mm-hmm.
Totally. First game felt so good, especially being there. You and I both being at that game in New England watching it, and it made you walked out of that stadium feeling great. I mean, the screams of Raiders through the parking lot was insane, echoing off the walls in the concession stand as you're walking through the stadium was just insane.
Wild.
Yeah,
Wild.
And the amount of Pats fans that left mid-4th quarter because they knew they weren't going to win was just icing on the cake on top of that, because I loved every minute of it, because that just showed all the Raider fans that came out from the West Coast, what I've been saying for years about how Pats fans are, that they don't stick around if they're losing. And I felt vindicated because I've always said it, and then they all got to see it firsthand how the Pats fans just scrambled out of there as fast as they could. Oh, we're going to beat the traffic. Bullshit. You're embarrassing. You want to get the fuck out of here. So I don't want to hear it. Yeah, and then just watch the season progress and go downward after that. You know, that I wasn't, like I said, I wasn't embarrassed to be a Raiders fan. I was embarrassed for what was being put on the field as an actual team product. It was horrible, absolutely horrible. Let's see. What did Anthony say? I say a little more offense, a young wide receiver, and a couple more O-line pieces. Help Tyler. I felt like we got a top 5 defense again.
I sure hope
And
so.
I'm not putting a ranking on the defense either. Like I won't put one on the offense, but yeah, they're better. They're better right now on paper. You know, let's see that transfer over to the actual game time. I knew from last year we weren't going to get 8 wins with Pete and Gino. With Pete and Gino, people were way too happy about that duo. Oh, they were after the first week. I mean, there's a couple of content creators that have like ridiculous numbers, and they were like, "Well, I guess we got our quarterback. We're good now." Mm-hmm. And I go back and watch that, and I still giggle now. It's like, I can say I never went out on a limb and said that. I know for a fact I didn't say that. The Fairweathers from Fox. Oh, hell yeah, man. They were brutal. All right, so I don't have a banner for this one, but I'm just going to ask this question outright. One player you believe in. What's the one player on this roster that you truly believe in right now?
Leo's going to make fun of me, but I truly believe that Jack Besh will be a wide receiver in the league. I think that he possesses everything that you need to be a good wide receiver in this league. Obviously, we didn't see it last year, so a lot of people are going to judge because of the second round draft pick that he was, and that those are completely, fair, considering what he put up as productive wise. But I truly believe in his abilities, and I'm ready, especially to prove Leo wrong, because he always makes fun of everybody that believes in the Jack Besh. So I really do think that Jack Besh is going to be a good wide receiver. So hopefully I make Leo eat his words and I don't look foolish. But come on, Jack, let's fucking show these haters wrong, especially Leo.
Come on, chat, put it in there. Who's the one player you believe in on this current roster right now? And if Leo's listening and if he's out driving right now, he's trying to find a parking lot or somewhere to pull over to text or put in the chat to bust your balls. So that or he's not listening. So Dixon Cider, I said the one player you believe in, not the one you don't believe in. I know you ain't for real with the Tyree shit. There's no way.
Porter is another good one, honestly, Frank. Porter is another good one. I get why people would be excited about him.
So we've got, I know it's going to be a joke, Tyree. We got Brock. We got Genty. What's up, Roy? What's going on? Betch is Renfro 2.0.
Thank you. I see it.
Overlay says the Raiders are the worst team in the league. Yeah, we're picking number 1 for a reason. Doesn't take a rocket scientist to tell us that, so thanks. Frank Weber Porter. Predator with the gifted membership. Thank you, my guy. I appreciate you, brother, very, very much, my guy. Who's the recipient of that? Oh, Dixon Cider got it. Dixon,
nice.
Welcome to Gangrene on 401 Rated Jeff, brother. I'm going to try and do another members only this month. The last one didn't go so well because the Ravens decided to back out of the trade, the pricks. There's Anthony. What's up, Predator?
What up, man?
Dixon Cider, what's up? Naylor will be sneaky good. So, well, I'm not asking for who. So you believe in Naylor? All right, I'll take that. What's up, Hummer? Hummer said JPJ. Fred says JPJ. Big Luck's got Linderbaum. Let's see. I'm the only one that believe we don't need wide receiver one because Kubiak was wide receivers coach. He made Chris Olave great. He made wide receiver look good. He did with Debo, Ayuk, 2023. Yeah, I get that. Let's see. Frederator with a $2 super chat on top of that, too.
That's
God damn,
cool.
brother. Thank you. Nate, Jeff, sup, my family. What's going on, mother? What's up? Betch. Comp to me coming out was Hines Ward, potential type play.
Actually, I completely agree.
That's what it was? His comp was Hines Ward? Oof, those are big shoes, bro. Dixon says DJ Glaze. I'm not done with Glaze. I'm not giving up on him. I like that one, to be honest with you. Let's see. All rookies that come in 2025 could be rock stars, and we don't know because the Carrolls pushed the train off the tracks and into the ocean. Absolutely.
Yeah. Yep.
Absolutely. I honestly believe with what I saw from Caleb Rogers, I think he could have been starting within the first few weeks of the season. And I called it. Remember, Nate? I called that he was going to be starting earlier in the season, if not by the bye week. And I just don't think they evaluated him properly. Because when he got out there, kid could play, man. Kid's got talent. I like him. John's going with Tucker. Okay. Hitsboy, what's up, Hitsboy? He's going with Thornton Jr. All right. So for my one player I believe in, I'm going to stick with JPJ. I believe in him to rebound, get his head straight. Nobody's there in the coaching ranks that's going to mess with his head. And, basically in not so many words, they basically said, hey, listen, you suck at what you're doing, so we're going to have competition for you. We're going to move you around. We're really going to fuck with your head and help you lose your confidence, because that's what it was. Kid was not the same kid he was from a year before.
Yeah.
So next question I got for you guys. In the chat, chime in. Oh, JPJ, especially with the real center. Oh, absolutely. I just want to see them move him to the left side. I want that left side locked down. I want Miller, JPJ, Linderbaum. From the center over, that's what I want the left side to be. I don't want them. They'll probably put him on the right, though. The one player you're done with, who are you completely, that's it. I've had enough of this guy. I am done with him. This should be an easy one. I can't imagine people saying any other name, but the one player you are done with, if we cut him, you'll be like, oh, thank God. And that's someone that's a free agent, somebody that's on the roster right now that you're done with.
That's hard. Fish. That's really difficult. I think, I mean, obviously Kappa for sure, but he's already been cut. I think.
Was he?
I'm pretty sure he's been cut.
Oh, yeah, cap casualty. Yeah, he's gone. Yeah, Cap is gone already, so it can't be him.
Yeah. I think we cut all the fat this offseason. Like all of the people that I'm like was completely over and done with, I think we let go of this.
Well, I'm going to read the names that the chat's putting up, and maybe one of these will strike you fancy. So Desert Raider says Tyree, Mr. Underachiever. Predator says Mayor. Ooh.
No.
You already said Kai Blue Kelly, Demented said.
He's not on the roster though.
Kai Blue Kelly?
Yeah, he's a free agent.
Oh, all right. Well, that answers that one. Royce is Palomar and his horrible tackling angles. Okay.
Okay.
Everyone's going to say Tyree, Dixon says, but he says Lobby. Big Luck says, honestly, they got rid of the people I'm done with, and yes, Kappa was cut.
I agree. Like, because I'm on Raiders.com with all of the people, like with the roster that they have currently. Yeah. Everyone that I was completely done with is a free agent. So that's a good sign, actually.
I will say this: there's nobody on the nope, I take that back. There's nobody on the offense that I'm done with, because the one that I really didn't like on the offensive side is already gone. He was a free agent anyway, and that would have been Parham. If I have to pick somebody on this current roster right now,
yeah, because I would have said Zamir White.
Oh God, yeah. Oh, that would have been a no-brainer. Man, that's another tough one. God damn it.
AOC.
Because now we got no quarterback right now.
I know.
We'd have nothing.
Not in the way they think, Real Dixon Sider says.
Ooh, well, you better hope Coach ain't listening. Eichenberg can go. Big Luck AOC. The Croc Dancer. Yeah.
The Croc Dancer.
Swear Palm is going to change their O-line, not in the way they think. No. They're definitely ensuring that they're going to get the number one pick next year, because not only did they bring Gino, they brought one of the worst offensive linemen over with them from last year. Have fun. Yeah, Zeus would have definitely been. I think we could trade for Mayer right now, though. I don't know. I'm not giving up on him just yet either. I want to see what he can do with this offense. See, a lot of the skill players are getting a bye for me this season, because it's a new offensive scheme. You're gonna have a different quarterback back there than we've had in a long time. Hopefully, a better offensive line, a different running with Genty this year. So I mean that could really open up this offense a hell of a lot more. If I had to throw someone out there right now, it's got to be Tyree, and that is the easy one to say.
Yeah,
I can't think of anybody else, because I like Booker, and we just re-signed him anyway. Max, I'm tired of his shit. Let's see, here's one. Porter. Damian Porter? It's like he's a rookie.
I know.
I don't think we got to see enough of him last year. It might be different this year. I'm not done with him either. Here's the hope and Kappa follows Gino. Yeah, there's a good chance he could. I know it's a tough one. Max should be humbled and realize it's not always greener on the other side. Shut the fuck up and play ball. It's pretty much what I said last night in a nutshell when we talked about, the whole disrespect thing, and boo-hoo, he's still a multi-millionaire. Shut up and just play. And if you love being back with the team so much, why didn't you restructure your contract? But Thornton is on the again. He's a second-year player. I don't think he's on ice yet. I mean, we're ready to cut guys that we just brought in last year.
Legitimately.
I could see fifth, sixth, and seventh round pickers, but damn, you're talking about guys we took in the third and fourth round. Betch, Tyree, Cody, Labe, Tommy. Oh
yeah, everybody.
This boy's got a whole list. Damn, I only was looking for one player. He's got a whole squad. Oh God. I can't think of anybody other than Tyree. That'd be right. What about Thornton? No, I'm not. No. Because think about that. Wide receiver room shit as it is. I mean, I'm not saying he's a savior, but we get rid of him now.
Yeah.
Even in a spot, we got another guy that we got to find someone to take his place. Meredith ranked 5th, 64, and JP 12th in 2024. We just re-signed Meredith too, didn't we? Yeah.
Yeah, we did.
So they got Spencer. They got Burford already in as on the depth chart as the left guard. So right now, the way this offense looks, the offensive line, they got Linderbaum at center. They got left guard Burford, Colton Miller at left tackle, JPJ at right guard, Glaze at right tackle. Aiden O'Connell is the only quarterback on this roster, so he's right now a starter. And they've got it actually. This is the first time I've seen this in a while. They've actually got a fullback listed on the starting lineup now. So they got Connor Haywood there. Yeah, I can't think of anybody else. He is a 3-4 and is probably his best shot at being good. Yeah, we'll have to wait and see what he turns into this year. You know.
Yeah.
Max good restructured instead he pulled the car and took all 20. Yeah, exactly. That's what I mean. If you're that humble, then why didn't you do a little more? So, I don't have anything else. I mean, those are all the questions I was going to ask tonight.
Mm-hmm. Took us right about where we wanted to go.
Yeah. Hey, Jeff, I'll be there with you. Oh, sweet. Dude, it's gonna be fun, man. I'm
nice.
This came in today. I'm so excited. You'll see. I've been playing around with it today, so I got it to work. Yeah, Bueno, it's gonna be over in a minute because you just showed up.
What was my?
What is that one?
It's the same thing.
When did you just get that?
I've had it for a while.
I went with the 3. Oh, fucking paperwork. Where the fuck did I put it all? Oh, it's right up there. Yeah, I went with the Osmo Mobile SE.
Yeah, I got the DJI
Same brand.
OM5.
Yeah, yours has the you have the yours has the extension on it.
Yeah.
But this came with the tripod, but I also have this that I'll attach.
That's a good one too.
It'll be on top of this. Yeah, this is a K&F concept. This thing's solid. This is what I used when we went to Philly. So
nice.
This thing expands like a freaking ridiculous. The size of this thing, it's huge. But the only thing is with the weight of the phone and this on it, I can only extend it like about this much without it bending.
Yeah.
But still, I mean, I'm 6 feet tall. This is another 3+ feet, plus the foot long tall this thing is. So I mean, that's still going to be way the fuck up there when I'm standing. I'll still be able to get a good shot, and it zooms in pretty damn good too.
Yeah.
So, my phone. I mean, so I'm psyched. So this will be. I can't wait to use this thing.
It's done me wonders for sure.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's awesome, Anthony. That you're definitely going. I can't wait. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a fun weekend. It's been neat. Where's it going? I know Leo's like, talking up a good game. Oh, I'm gonna go, and then gets closer, and he's like, no, I'm not gonna go.
Yeah.
But to his defense, so yeah, tech talk with Jeff and Nate,
Right.
and I
Exactly.
am not the tech talk guy. Trust me. I buy shit, don't read the instructions, and just fucking start using it. I never do. Although this one I did. So I did read up on it to make sure I don't want to fuck it up. When you spend like 50, $60 for something, you don't want to screw it up. So, all right, so where were we in the chat? And then we're going to get out of here. Let's see. Let's see. Show's over. Yes, in a minute. 2024, Meredith ranked 5th and 64. JPJ ranked 12th and 32. Then Carol swapped their positions, and they both sucked. They did it all over the place, especially secondary and defense. Wait to see how they are. Exactly. They want to share an Airbnb. I will be live during the draft for sure. So, and then we are going to the Hall of Fame on Saturday. So I will be on and off live during that time too. So and have Dawn take a lot of pictures and shit with her phone too, so I can use my phone for everything else. I don't know if it's true, but they made a law: if you fly a drone during a World Cup event, it will be shot down. Oh, I don't blame them.
Yeah.
I mean, look at the whole reason with the flag football. They moved it from Dubai to L.A., which was a smart move, you know. Hey, what you said something in the chat today about Brady and they did like a draft or whatever, right?
Yeah, for the
Do
fantasy.
you have a list of what the
flag
teams
football.
are?
Yeah, I can look it up real quick.
I'm curious.
I wish I was going.
Can't believe you can't go. That sucks.
I mean, it's not that I can't go. Well, I can't go.
Just
Let's see.
woke up.
Let's see. The results of the
What are you-
Fanatics Flag Football Classic Draft presented by Dix are in. Okay, if you do, you want to. Let me see. Let me share this.
Yeah, I'll put it up.
I don't know if you can see it. Hold on. Let me.
Oh, nope, that was bad. Let me go back to this.
Is that a little better? Can you see a little bit?
Yeah, I just put that all right. So this is his team, right?
Yeah, I can't really.
No, that's good. You can leave it there. I can just read them off if people can't read it.
Yeah. So this is Tom Brady's team right here. Tom Brady, Jalen Hurts, Ashton Genty, Alvin Kamara, Rob Gronkowski, Antoine Winfield Jr., Devonta Smith, Stephon Diggs, Von Miller, DeMar Hamlin, Patrick Peterson, and Terrence Crawford. I didn't know they didn't have. I didn't know they did. They had people that didn't play football like Terrence Crawford. But yeah. All right.
Who was that? Terrence what?
Terrence Crawford.
Wait, who the fuck is he?
The boxer.
Oh.
Okay. This is Jaden Daniels. So Jaden Daniels, Joe Burrow, Saquon Barkley.
Last pick on this team.
What?
Look at the last pick on that team.
Oh, speed.
I show speed.
Jaden Daniels, Joe Burrow, Saquon, Kyle Juszczyk, OBJ, Devontae. Damn, this team actually looks fucking hard. Devontae Adams, DeAndre Hopkins, Derwin James, Luke Kuechly, Jalen Ramsey, Logan Paul, and Speed. And the last team, oh, wow, this guy. Daryl Doucette III, Amir Brown, Velton Brown Jr. You guys are not going to know these names, but this is essentially the Team USA flag football team.
Okay.
So like, yeah, that's I don't know.
These guys are good.
They're good at the game of flag football, so they're probably going to win. But like obviously, the other two teams are full of like star power. But this team actually is good at the game of flag football.
Well, that's just it. It's you can be good at football. You could be good. You know what I mean? It doesn't necessarily carry over to being good at flag football either.
Right, exactly. And that was the biggest argument for when the Olympics in 28. That's the biggest argument for having these guys play in it. And I think this is kind of a introduction to hypothetically, if NFL players don't really make the flag football team, to kind of like get them into prominence, like so they become household names.
Hummer, that what I had in my hand, that's a gimbal. So as I move my hand, the phone nobody can see me. Mine.
There you go.
There you go. Basically, as I hold the phone and I'm videoing, I can swing my hand, move, and the phone will stay still, but my hand will move around, but the phone stays steady. So the phone's not doing this the whole time I'm trying to video something. And that's when you get that shitty reaction on screens and everything, and it makes you go, what the fuck am I watching? This is horrible. Because I've seen some streamers where it's just unwatchable sometimes. Let's see. I should speed is unexpectedly athletic. Fuck, that kid is legit.
Yeah.
Yeah, is it 8-on-8? Is that what they play?
I believe so. That's funny.
Nate, are you going to Arlington or Reno?
I don't even know what's out there.
What's in Arlington?
No,
Texas?
in Reno? What's in Reno?
Oh, I think the Reno thing is that car show.
No.
I think it's in like May.
I did come to the conclusion that I will be going to Bakersfield after all this year, though.
Oh, you are going?
Yeah.
Oh, the Texas takeover. That's what's in Arlington.
Oh, I see.
I gotta find who. Oh, I gotta find out where he's moving to first. One of the guys from my chapter, he's selling his house. He lives here in Rhode Island. He's moving down to Texas. I just don't know where he's moving to Texas yet.
Mm.
But I told him I'll get him in touch with the chapter president down there, wherever it is he moves to, because I know there's a bunch of different chapters down there, so I want to find which one's closest. TMBC takeover in Texas. Reno was car show. TBH barbecue. That's what I thought. Yeah, Reno's the car show. All right, Nate, you got anything coming up you want to throw out there to everybody?
No, nothing coming up. Just check back in on Wednesday and Thursday of next week when we go back and do the Raider connection, and then of course Raiders Coast to Coast next week.
I'm thinking maybe next week we can probably do another mock draft next week.
Okay.
Closer to the draft, and we're going to be running out of weeks. Because next Thursday is the 26th, so that gives us 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll only have 4 more weeks of shows left with you and I before the draft, because obviously we're not going to do one on the 23rd. It's going to be round 1 of the draft that night.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. If you want to go live that night, do whatever you want.
Most likely, I'm planning on it, but of course we'll see.
Talk to Jay. I'm sure Jay's going to possibly go live.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, definitely.
I can even pop in, from there on that too, or whatever. I'll talk. I don't know. I'm going to be live on my own on my phone. But if I have the ability, I'll. And Fred's going to be with me too. So he can even tie in from his phone, and we can use his phone while I'm still doing my thing too. So we'll have a little network. It'll be fun. But you don't have anything coming up this weekend, you said?
No.
Okay. Reminds me, I do want to talk to you when we're done. So don't go nowhere. I got 2 things coming up this weekend. I got tomorrow night's No Huddle show, so it's open to all fans of all 32 NFL teams. So if you know anybody that's a fan of any other team in the league, make sure they check in on my channel tomorrow night, 9 o'clock Eastern, 6 o'clock Pacific. It's a No Huddle show. It's the live phone call-in show. Numbers right here under my name, 401-830-9189. You can call now and leave a voicemail. We'll listen to the voicemail. And then Saturday night, it's Raider Nation Voices with myself and Jason Downs, Raiders First Downs. But Jason will not be there this Saturday. So as of right now, I will be on my own Saturday night. So I will see everybody tomorrow night and Saturday night. So what do we got here before we go? Let's see. Jeff. Get a body cam GoPro for your Raider best undrafted. I was thinking about that, but I don't know. I go on. Sorry, Saturday nights I go on at 10 o'clock Eastern, 7 o'clock Pacific. Thanks, Brett. I forgot to say that. Appreciate you. So, shout out to all the moderators that helped out tonight. Appreciate you all. Thank you everybody that got over to Nate's channel. If you haven't already, make sure you get over to LV Raider 10. If you haven't subbed to his channel, get your ass over there. Sub to his channel. Hit the notification. Hit the likes. And thanks to the shout outs and super chats from my guys, Predator, and the gifted membership. And as I always say, stay safe. Go Raiders. Bye.
From the tailgate smoke to the late night post, best cash in the game. Raiders coast to coast. Click that play, let it roll. Silver, black in my soul, got 401. Righty to Jeff, breaking plays, taking notes. That chef, film on loop. He's stacking stats, calling out schemes, exposing gaps. When the line holds, when it don't, he said what they scared to quote. Raiders coast to coast, that's the show I trust the most. From the bay down to that post, we riding, we riding. Raiders coast to coast, if you bleed that silver ghost, get subscribed and raise a toast. We riding, we riding. LV Raider 10, bring that flame. Live from the desert, loving this game. Stories from the stands, from the strip. Heart in the huddle every trip. They debated, never fake it. Caught a draft pick, celebrated when the shield shine bright on screen. You can hear the whole fan base scream. Let's go! Let's go. Raiders coast to coast, that's the show I trust the most. From the bay down to that post, we riding, we riding. Raiders coast to coast, if you bleed that silver ghost, get subscribe and raise a toast. We riding, we riding. Through the whole Coliseum to the lights where we see him YouTube on. That's the spot for the real talk, real plot, forward, rid of Jeff, LV with rid of 10. Run it back, run it back, run it back. Play that episode again. Raiders coast to coast, it's